Let us write a Python program to check whether an integer is odd or even. So first click on file, click on new file. You will get a new file. You need to save the file. It's done. Now you can start with a comment. Okay. So let me go for a multi-line comment. Start with the triple quotes. A Python program to check whether an integer is odd or even. You can close the multi-line comment. Okay. Now first, the integer that you want to check, it must be entered from the keyboard. Remember, odd or even exists only for integers, so you should not read a decimal number from the keyboard. So let me read an integer from the keyboard. How can you read an integer quantity? It is int followed by input, and here you can display the message enter an integer from the keyboard. Let me store this in a variable a. So a contains the integer that you want to check. We want to check whether a is odd or even. What is the method for that, checking that? See, when you divide a with a 2, if the remainder is 0, a is an even number, otherwise it's an odd number. 8, we know that it's an even number. When you divide 8 with a 2, the quotient is 4, remainder is 0. So remainder is 0, 8 is an even number. 9, we know that it's an odd number. When you divide 9 with a 2, what is the remainder? Remainder is 1. The quotient is 4. 4 into 2, 8, and the remainder is 1. So if the remainder is 0, it's an even number. Otherwise, it's an odd number. So let me check the condition. Now, in order to check a condition, you can make use of if else. It's a keyword available in Python. The keyword if followed by the condition that you want to check. When you divide a with a 2, remainder is 0. How do you get the remainder when you divide a with a 2? It is a modulo 2. When I explained the operators, I told you modulus operator returns remainder as answer. So when you divide a with a 2, whatever is the remainder is returned as answer here. And if the remainder equal to 0, okay, and if statement should end with a colon. This is part of syntax. So how do you write an if statement? First, the keyword if followed by suitable condition, and the statement should end with a colon. So if the remainder is 0, you can write a is an even number. So print, you can write inside double quotes, you can write a is an even number. Now the alignment is very important. This print statement corresponds to this if. So from here you need to leave 3 or 4 space, and only after that you should write the print statement. Only then this print statement will be part of if. If you write like this, it's a mistake. Okay, so you can leave 3 space, or you can press the tab key. That is easy. Okay, press the tab key and you can write the print statement. Otherwise, there is a keyword by the name else. Else is followed by colon. So else must be written below if, because if else is one unit. Okay, otherwise you can display the message print a is an odd number. So inside double quotes you can write a is an odd number. So here also you should leave 3 or 4 space, press the tab key, and then you need to write the print statement. Only then this print statement will be part of else. So in Python, alignment or indentation is very important. Otherwise it's a syntax error. Now let me run the program, check the answer. Control S, you can save the file. F5, you can run the program. Enter an integer from the keyboard, 23. Yeah, 23 is an odd number. Here I want 23 to come. So what should I do? This A should be written outside double quotes so that the value of this variable should appear. So you can write like this. 23 is an odd number. Similarly, here also A should be written outside double quotes. Okay. Run the program. 23. You get the answer. 23 is an odd number. Now one more example, F5, run the program. 44, we know that it's an even number. 44 is an even number. So when do you make use of if else? If you want to check a condition, how do you make use of if else? First the keyword if, followed by suitable condition, followed by colon, and the statements corresponding to if should be indented properly. Here you need to press the tab key, and after that you should write the statement. Now else must be written below if, and you should end else using colon, and the statements corresponding to else should be properly indented. That's very important. Okay. Now please make it a point that you try the program in the computer and study. Reading and studying, writing and studying is not enough. Do the program in the computer and study.